Hello guys and welcome to my first Scotty 1 video on Video Channel on this channel. If you're interested in more, please let me know. If you got any questions, please comment, I'm going to answer them. Where I'm going to show you today the best barn setup in my opinion for the mid to late game. This barn produces coke. It's the most expensive item in the game right now. And you can sell the best mix which is being produced here for $735 suggested price, likely more if you sell during curfew. And I'm going to show you the setup in the barn here, and after that I'm going to show you the coke mix, how it's being mixed exactly at the end. So first things first, how many employees do we have here? I've got 2 handlers, 5 chemists if you want to. Because of the news update, they can actually be assigned to 4 stations instead of 3 before. You can fire one of those chemists and assign their stations to the other chemists. And like hire a trasher or something. I don't got a trasher here because I believe it's unnecessary. You could also hire another handler to more efficiently handle stuff. But I believe that 5 chemists is the best because you can produce more efficiently because they need quite a lot of time for their stations. And I've got 3 botanists. You can also hire 4 botanists. I believe that 3 are like the most efficient way because produce is actually, needing some time to grow and needing more time to being cooked and mixed and stuff, but you'll see that later. So yeah, those botanists are assigned to 4 airpods and 4 drying racks. They get their supplies from 1 rack each, which I'm going to show you right now. Those are the storage shelves, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And those are the 4 pots they are assigned to, each on 1 side. And as you can see, those 4 pots are linked to those 4 drying racks. I don't know why the game is saying that the drying racks are brick pressed. That's just a common bug right now. But they move the produced coca plants or leaves from here to the drying racks, where they are being dried to up to the best quality, which is heavenly. And the pots itself are all set up like this. So you set the coca seed, you add PGR, then fertilizer, and then they move to the according drying rack. What PGR does is quite easy. It increases the yield but lowers the quality, and the fertilizer equalizes the quality, so you got more or less the same quality for more yield, which is quite worth it in my opinion. I stock them up normally with the extra long life soil. I accidentally bought the wrong soil here. I know that it's actually cheaper to buy the normal soil or this soil instead of this soil, because per plant, as you can see here, the normal soil is $10, and the normal soil can be used for 1 plant. The long life soil can be used for 2 plants, but it costs $30. So you need $15 per plant, here $10 per plant, and the extra long life soil can last 3 plants, but it's $60, so it's $20 per plant. So the normal soil would be the most cost efficient, but actually you need to restock more often, and this is why I believe it's cost efficient but not quite time efficient, and I normally like to use the extra long life soil. Those shelves are just like storage. I stock like coca seeds and fertilizer PGR here. I stock other things here. To the pots themselves, I would definitely recommend moving away from growing boxes as fast as you can in game. Even if you are just in early game, don't use growing boxes. Use those things, because what they do is you can grow up to 16 if you use fertilizer, or 12 plants, wheat or coca, in those suspension racks here, instead of the grow box where you can just, like, I believe have 8 plants at the max. I wouldn't recommend using it. It's just making your profits less. So use those setups here. Those are the best lights that there are. Full spectrum grow light. You can buy those just as everything you can see here at the dock warehouse. And I use the AirPods, the yellow pots here. I know that some people like to use the moisture preserving pot so that your botanists need to water the plants less. But I like to use the AirPod because the botanists are just assigned to 4 pots and 4 drying racks, so they don't have much to do. And the AirPods increase the growth speed. And especially with coca, which is needing quite a lot of time to grow, you could make a point for going on growth speed. And I did make a point for going on growth speed, so my coca plants are being grown faster at the expense of labor, but the labor guys here are doing the job quite well, so I don't see an issue there. After that, coca is being dried here to the best point, as I said, and then 4 of those drying racks are assigned to one cauldron. The cauldron is filled up with a lot of coca leaves, and it's producing cocaine base. From time to time you need to fill up the storage, the cauldrons with gasoline. Each cooking needs 1 gasoline, so it's not that much of an effort to do. And each cauldron is itself assigned to 1 lab oven here, which is cooking the cocaine base and producing cocaine itself. The chemists, I assigned them all to like one of those stations instead of assigning them like to 3 cooking stations or something. I just assigned them to 1 cauldron and 2 mixing stations, like this one and those one, and this one and those one, and this one and those one, and one of the chemists I assigned to 2 of those lab ovens, and another one I assigned him to 1 lab oven and 2 other mixing stations. I think that's all according to this part. So let's get over to the best cocaine mixing game and the mixing stations. I've got 8 mixing stations in total, each of them with a shelf behind it, with a little of stock that you need. The cocaine is being cooked here. So you got raw cocaine, like I could just show you. I actually need to break it up. I'm a little incompetent right now. Finally. So you got 10 cocaine, you move it in here, and you mix it with motor oil. After that you're going to mix it with coke, sorry, with paracetamol, gasoline, Cuke again. You need to mix it with Cuke 2 times, all in all. But keep in mind that you need to actually follow those steps through. Batteries and horse semen, and mega beans at the end. And each of those mixing stations is set up like that. It's getting its product moved to the next one. As you can see here, if we begin here, the results of that mix is going to be moved here. The results of that one here, this here, this here, this here, etc., etc. And at the last mixing station, the produce is being moved to the brick press, where your product is being moved into bricks, which itself is being moved here in the storage. Why do you use bricks? You use bricks because you can put them into the dealer's inventories and it's saving space. Keep in mind actually that you need to keep 2 spaces free for jars and packages because they break them up themselves. And as in late game, you are going to sell Coke in those baggies to your customers because they order 1 or 2 Coke each for like $900 or some crazy number. You actually need to produce bags from time to time. What I do is easy. Let me just show you. I assigned 1 of those handlers to the brick press, and the handlers in general, I assigned them to move mixing stuff from those shelves to the mixing stations. So make sure that you have done this, so you got a constant supply for your mixing stations. And each of those handlers is assigned either to the brick press, like him here, or the packaging station, like him here. And you've set up another one so that the handlers move stuff from that storage to the packaging station. I stacked this up with baggies and Super Coke, and you just grab one of those Super Coke bricks, and let me just show you. You can put it in here. You can click on the arrow in the middle to unpackage it. You click on unpack, and you got 20 Super Coke. Then people just forget to click on that arrow again, so click on it again, and then if they start working in the next day, they're going to produce baggies here and move them from the packaging station to the shelf back here, where you can just restock yourself. Other than that, I just have some storage here. As you're carrying a lot of stuff normally, and sometimes you order like products and supplies, I just put my stuff into here and grab some stuff here and bring it there. And the beds, the most efficient way to set them up in the barn is up here, like this. So you put 4 horizontally, 3 vertically, and 2 horizontally again. So you got 8 beds here in total. Or 9, sorry, you got 9 beds here in total, and 2 other here. I just have that bed extra so I can sleep here and skip the night, which I'm actually going to do and show you how it works when it's day. So, well, see you in a bit. So guys, it's the next day. And as you can see here, all those employees get to work here. This, by the way, happens when you don't have a handler, like a trasher like I do, or rather I don't. They just throw trash down on the ground, so if you like order, you probably need to hire a trasher, but if you don't care, like me, then just throw the stuff once in a while on a big pile of trash and then bag them up and throw it away. You can either use this thing here to despawn trash in the morning, or if you follow this way and go left at the hardware store, there's a trash for cash station. I don't know exactly how it's called. Yeah, and as you can see here, this handler is moving baggies and Coke together, so you got backed up Super Coke. This one is just restocking him while he's doing it. The chemists produce their mixes here. He's cooking, and the botanists care about those shelves and their plants. It's all working quite well. You need to restock those racks from time to time. You need to restock these storage racks from time to time. I actually order deliveries every day. I buy like 80 to 160 of each item and just restock it. It's not quite an effort because you gain so much money on it, but it's definitely worth your time. And yeah, let me know if you got any questions or tips or things I missed out here. If you are interested in more content, let me know. Well, if you got any questions left or comments or anything you want to say, just let me know. I'm hyped. And if you want to see more content, please let me know. Thanks for watching. See you. Bye.